Anthony, I'm going to start with you. You decided to write the screenplay and focus on a very short span of Winston's career. Can you talk about that choice in your writing the screenplay?
Sure. Hello, everybody. Thank you for that incredibly rousing reception. Yes.
Here's Ben Mendelsohn.
Ben Mendelsohn.
All rise for the king.
Good afternoon.
You like to make an entrance, Ben?
It helps.
So, yes, okay, it started about 10 years ago, just the vague outline of the idea, with the realization that three of the greatest speeches of all time, magnificent in every way, not only message but construction and style, were written and delivered by Winston Spencer Churchill within a 4-week span. A little bit more delving revealed that what compelled him to such magnificent heights of rhetoric was nothing less than the collapse of Central and Western Europe and enormous domestic pressure to do a peace deal with Hitler, which was little known, still remains little known, that he got so close to actually committing to peace talks. So that was basically, I had the sense that there was a movie there was one to be written, with an enormous story to tell. But I didn't feel compelled, I didn't feel confident enough really to undertake it, because Winston Churchill, as you would all agree, is probably one of the history's all-time wordsmiths. And it would be a little presumptuous to write words and jokes and speeches for him. So it gave me pause, in fact, such pause that I waited 6 years before I undertook the writing of it. That was after the experience of Theory of Everything. And I thought, well, I'll give it a shot, and if it doesn't work out, I won't show it to anyone. But it worked out reasonably okay, and then I started to try and find a team of geniuses to make the film with, and it was a wonderful collaboration and the greatest experience I've had in the film business.
And Doug, take us from there, the fact that how was this team assembled? How did this movie, from your side, grew to be this film?
Well, I don't want to take it down a long road, but there were 2 Churchill projects, and one came along in 2014. I'd had, over the 3 decades Gary and I had been working together, there were about 4 characters I desperately wanted him to play. I won't tell you what the others were. And the other Churchill project came in. It was funded. I was producing, and Gary did not want to play Winston Churchill, plain and simple. And that was 2014. It got to the point, I don't think you remember this, that at Christmas at my house in 2014, Gary's agent bought a book about Churchill and left it sitting on the table so he would see it when he came and sat down. I don't know if you remember that book sitting there. And it went away when Eric Fellner called me from Working Title in the UK. Eric Fellner had produced Sid and Nancy, Gary's first breakthrough movie, and Eric called and said, we shouldn't have these 2 competing Churchill projects. And he said, we have some interesting ideas for directors, better than you have. He said, we have some interesting distribution we can bring. And I said, that's great, I'll join you, but there's only one thing, we don't have Gary Oldman. And that took another full year to get Gary. And then when Joe came on and Gary came on almost at the same second, that was sort of the magic moment. They each liked each other, wanted to work together, and Joe can carry on the story from there, or Gary can.
Joe, you want to take over from there? What was it about this project? What was it about the story? What was it about Winston Churchill that you felt compelled to tackle?
I really liked the screenplay, and I really wanted to make a film that was a very pure drama. I felt that was where I was best and what I enjoyed most. The screenplay moved me. It made me laugh, it entertained me, and then it moved me. And I was interested in the nature of doubt and the potential for doubt to be turned into something positive. But I was I was unsure whether I'd go and see a movie about Churchill until the name Gary Oldman came up. And then I suddenly thought, well, I'd definitely pay money to go and see Gary Oldman play Churchill. And so that was part of my process in choosing to make the film, was Gary's involvement.